Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Michigan State Spartans offense. Field to start this game off. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll run it from the gun. Runs for the tackle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Spartans will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Cougars offense will get the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Makes the catch. It's Harvey. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Creates a little space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Houston. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got him. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Picked off. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Let's talk for a second about Houston. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Caught near the sticks. It's Graves. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job hitting their ears back and getting home.
Corrals it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got a man. It's Hope. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Looking to the big tight end. Trying to ball his way in. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
This defense has been sliced and diced, and now facing another first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Houston. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gets open down the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. Hauls it in down the sideline. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
A shot toward the end zone, and they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Houston offense comes onto the field. What a first quarter they've already put together, up 21-3 and going for more. A quick pass to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
first down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And his throw is incomplete. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a 2nd. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Lee. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the 1st half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll give it to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Graves. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab on the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This quarterback right now is an improve, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, they hoped up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
And some room to work. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll off one deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far.
We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down.
Turning it on! Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Leaves it with the back. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. Can't get him to the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down to the 17.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fakes to grab. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougar! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Rides the back and leaves it. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Finds him out of the backfield. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Spartans decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Complete to start this drive. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and then down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Trying to get it in. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. There he goes. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Defense not showing press coverage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any conversions.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
They kick it away on 4th down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here comes the Houston offense once again. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So 1st down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got it in the middle, it's Graves. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Houston, hello! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The give to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big M.
Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Complete to the right. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Proctor. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically.
Turning it on! He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rounding to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
The kick is on its way. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Running back searching for a hole. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Running to Green. Gets it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got room to work. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through week 7.